So we're starting off in the garage today. I got Tomei catless headers in. It was about time for me to get it. I've been waiting for this for a while. They're quite expensive. I was going in between each header. I was going through Borla or Tomei, but everyone was saying Tomei sounds the best. So let's get the car jacked up and let's get going. So the car is jacked up in the air. I got the lower heat shield out. So as you can see in the picture, I want to explain this to you guys. This is a picture I grabbed online. It's the heat shield. You have four 10mm bolts towards the front pipe. You've got 8 12mm bolts in total. 4 by the front of the car and 4 by the front pipe. And then you got the 6 clips on the side, which are push clips that hold the mudguard up in place. I wanted to show a diagram of it because I didn't really explain it in mine because my bolts are actually shaved down from being too low to the ground. So I took those off with turbo sockets. I actually explain what a turbo socket is later on in the video. So keep watching. The lower heat shield has about, there we go, bring it down here. So we've got one bolt right here, one right here, one here, and one here. These are all push clips on the side, right over here. These are all push clips. Same thing with the driver's side. There's 3 clips right here. Then in the back, sorry about the lighting. In the back, you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 4 bolts back here. Two of them I believe are 13s, and the other 2, well, mine were stripped, so I had to use turbo sockets. Turbo sockets are a great thing. It's for bolts that are completely stripped, and you actually bang these sockets onto it. They have little grooves inside of it, and you can take them right out instantly. So with the header, you've got 1 bolt up there, an additional bolt, where is it? Additional bolt is somewhere over here, somewhere over here. There's 1 bolt on each side. Then you got the following bolt is right up there. And then you've got another bolt right over here. I don't know if you can see that. It's right there, that bolt. And then you've got to disconnect the overpipe, which is right here. This is the overpipe right here. So you got to disconnect these 2 bolts. They say to disconnect it from the back so you can shuffle it around. I'll probably end up doing that. And yeah, so once I get the header off, I'll show you guys more. So with the header out right here, the stock header out, we can see the underside of the block. So all these bolts right here onto the header that goes directly to the block they're all 14mm. I would get a deep socket with an extension and use a 3/8 drive to break these loose. Mine came off pretty freaking easy. Obviously in the kit you're gonna get a new gasket, so this is junk, so that's garbage. And that one doesn't have a gasket on it, so that's mint. This is an aftermarket overpipe. This is the NVIDIA overpipe. I did this over a year, 2 years ago. So now we just gotta take off the O2 sensors. Got 1 down here and 1 up here. So they're usually a 22mm to take it off, or a I think it's 7/8, but correct me if I'm wrong. So guys, This is a couple days later. I'm filming the video. The install went very well. It's actually not that hard. There's 6 bolts in total that go straight to the block. Those are 14 millimeters, and then 2 bolts going to the overpipe. In the kit alone, you get 3 gaskets, so you get the 2 for the block and 1 for the overpipe. I would say average install will probably take like an hour, hour and a half. It sounds amazing. It's definitely a lot louder. I'm happy I did go with Tomei. People say it just has a better sound to it, and honestly I couldn't agree more. Tomei sounds so much better. Borla, if you do go Borla, they actually have a problem with at the flange. It starts to crack over time, so people have to get that re-welded. The O2 sensors came out perfectly fine. I used a 22 millimeter wrench and took that out, no problem. It's been maybe 3 or 4 days. The light's on, but I'm going to get the open flash tablet to get that taken off. But overall, it sounds amazing. I couldn't be happier. My neighbors definitely do hate me a little bit more than usual, hearing this at like 6:30 in the morning. But I'll give you a sound clip, and there we go. So guys, this is obviously the end of the video. I hope I explained it in great detail. If you do have any questions, please just message me on Instagram. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.